Good morning everybody and welcome back to another Taiwan travel video. I think as you can tell, since I've left Xiaoyeliu, I've been trying to, visit new places. So after I left Xiaoyeliu, I headed back to Kaohsiung, spent a little bit of time there, and then I caught the train around like 1 p.m. and it took only about 2 hours to get over here to Taitung. And I just gotta say, anytime I am taking the train from like Kaohsiung over to anywhere along the East Coast, like those are just the best train rides ever. And the reason that it's one of the best train rides in Taiwan is because of the amazing scenery. And as we all know, here in Taitung, the city is known for the incredible scenery. I think it's my second or third time in Taitung, but I haven't really found like the thing that I love about Taitung yet. And I think it's just because I haven't spent much time exploring this city and getting to really know it. And so in this video, we're gonna get to know Taitung in a couple of ways, but the main thing that we're gonna be doing is cycling. Now, Taitung is quite famous for cycling, and I absolutely love bike riding. So I think one of the best ways to get around Taitung is definitely going to be hopping on a bicycle, going to some of the parts around the city, and just witnessing its magnificent beauty. All right, so it seems there's a little trail here. We can check out, look at these amazing rock formations. Oh my gosh, so cool. So the reason I decided to come to the Liji Badlands is because I actually recently wrote an article on things to do. I think it was in South or North Dakota, and the Badlands was one of them, but I'm very far away from there and I don't know if I'll ever make it there. So when I saw this in Taitung, I said, okay, we're gonna go to these Badlands. So many spider webs in the clear. Whoa! It's so cool. You cannot tell me that does not look insanely cool. Oh, wow. So it honestly just looks like dried mud, but you can see like all the little rocks in here. So that's why they advise that you do not climb. The park overall is pretty small, but it was actually really cool to at least like get close to these formations because you can tell that it's like not really rock. Like the texture of them is so interesting. Like when you see them from the distance, it just looks like these massive rocks, but then when you're up close, you see like it's almost like this like really hard dried mud, it seems. I mean, I don't know, it's just really cool to me. And they're just so massive, as you see from going over the bridge. They're so tall. And apparently there's also a hiking trail, not in this park, but like nearby, that you can probably get even better views, go around longer. Considering we're on a bike, I'm not gonna be doing any crazy hiking today. But I really like this park. Even though it was really little, it was really cool to stop by. Now I'm on bridge number 2. So we just came from that bridge all the way over there and came around into this bridge to go all the way over there. So it seems like we're getting pretty surrounded by clouds right now. So let's play a game like we did in Xiaoyeliu. Do you think I'm gonna get rained on while I am out? I think we will see very shortly. So I've been on this little back road trying to avoid like all these hills up here. And Google Maps is completely wrong. It just ends. So I think I gotta go back up here, up the hill and then down, because there's no way. No way. Okay, so it has started to rain a little bit. We're very close to Xiaoyeliu, so we're gonna make it, but I've stopped for a snack and to just see if it's gonna start raining harder or if it'll slow down, but we're out there, so we're here no matter what. So it seems things have taken a turn and it is definitely raining, but we are so close to Xiaoyeliu and Jialulan. So we're gonna keep going. Oh my god, it's raining even harder now. We're gonna keep going because I bought a whole thing to cover up. As you can see, it was incredibly rainy once I made it to the destination, but despite the intense rain and even sometimes thunder, it somehow made Xiaoyeliu an even more beautiful stop. I didn't have the highest expectations with the word Xiao in the name, but I actually enjoyed it even more than the Yeliu Geopark in northern Taiwan. The rock formations have some insane looks with patterns and swirls, and I personally found it fun just to climb around the rocks and spot out their unique features. The area is also quite large, so you can wander from section to section. 10 out of 10, it was worth biking in the rain for it. Then just a 10-minute bike ride north is Jialulan, an area with an overlook of the ocean at the base of the cliffs. I didn't find it to be so spectacular, but perhaps with the right weather, it would have been better. There are also some cool sculptures and an area to wander, so I think it would make for a great picnic area on a Taiwan road trip. As for the rain, well, I was soaked despite the poncho, but it did slow down on my 20-minute ride back into Taitung. Whoa, what a day. Oh my god, it was so fun. I wish I could stay in Taitung tomorrow and do it again. The poncho didn't really do much at all, but I do think it kept me warm. I will say that because my t-shirt is pretty soaking wet. When in Taitung and in general on the East Coast, one thing I do every single time is I go to Dinggo. And this is a Taitung-based tea shop. They do have other Dingos around the country, but they're way more along the East Coast and maybe like one or two in Taipei, for example. And in Chinese, the name is Dinggo cha. So they serve a specialty made from local roselle flowers sweetened with plum. But my favorite drink that has to be here is the taro and sago. Because you guys know I'm a taro addict. I can't say no to taro. 要去哪里？你的芋头啊，这个芋头 sago 鲜奶是对。So unfortunately they didn't have the sago, but I just got taro and milk and it's so good. If you get to check out Dinggo when you come to Taitung or along the East Coast, I do recommend the roselle tea just for that local flavor, because you can get taro, milk in other places, but this is my favorite, so every time I come here, it's this. I had no dinner plans, but once I walked by this spot, I knew the decision had been made. I used to eat this meal all the time in Jimin, but embarrassingly, I don't actually know what it's called. You just select a lot of different ingredients. I got tteokbokki, a taro meatball, and of course a braised egg, among other things. It was just so incredibly delicious. I hadn't had this in such a long time. I used to eat this on Jimin at least 3 or 4 times a week because it was the only thing that was open after I would get off work. And honestly, with the rainy weather, I don't think anything would have topped off this amazing Taitung day than with this meal. I finally found the magic that I was seeking to find in Taitung through cycling around and seeing the incredible sights and eating the food here and being close to the ocean. I cannot wait to go back and explore more.